This is Giants manager Bob Melvin, and you're watching Bay Area Sports Wrap.
Hey, Bob. When you look at Keaton's day-to-day, it's probably a little possible to see a 0 next to his name if a couple things go differently there in the first inning?
Yeah, look, typically in the first, that's the toughest time for a starter to settle in. Obviously, there was the first play of the game, couldn't see the ball at all in center field, so that ball, drops. You never know where it goes, but he pitched well, put it that way. He only gave up 3 hits and had a couple of walks, 3 walks, but pitched well. And sometimes you just got to pick up some things that go wrong, in the first inning. And obviously, big swing by Profar.
You guys faced King just like a week ago, and he walked 7 guys.
Yeah.
What's the difference in his approach or your guys' approach?
No, it was more him. So he threw the ball over the plate, only walked 1, had a really good changeup, really good sinker, his sweeper as well. He's a pretty good pitcher. Last time he was just a little bit out of sorts, and we made him work. We didn't really, come through with runners in scoring position. We made him work off the walks. Today he had much better command.
Is the time of the game, is that why it's so brutal with the sun out there?
Look, anytime it's, start 5, 6 o'clock on the West Coast can be a little bit tough at times, whether it's seeing at the plate and or the sun in the outfield. But it's not an excuse, just something you have to deal with.
Okay. There seemed to be a lot of weak contact, a lot of ground balls. Was the approach different than it was against this guy last time?
No.
Yeah.
He just had good sink and had a really good changeup and a good sweeper and kept us off balance.
Quick question. Keston pitched a great game, even though with the grand slam. Is there anything encouraging that you saw from the start that you could take going forward with him?
Oh, for sure. He pitched well. That's a good lineup over there. Like I said, sometimes the first inning's a little tough for a starter to settle in, but not only did he give us 6 after that, he also kept his pitch count way down. So, yeah, he should feel good about it. We just didn't do enough offensively.
Bob, how about Yaz finally getting off the schneid and getting his first hit of the season?
Yeah, you expect out of Yaz. Just off to a little bit of a slow start, hit that ball good. Drew a walk in his next at bat, probably seeing it a little bit better.
Bob, recognizing that the play on the first hitter of the game was tough because of the sun, just in general over the first 9 games, is it fair to say that fundamental mistakes on the bases and in the field have had a bigger impact than you would have expected or hoped?
When you look at the base running stuff, I don't know that it had big impacts. It just looks bad. When you get picked off first move or whatever. Yesterday, obviously, they're trying to do a little too much, but we ended up winning the game. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's not a mistake in center field today. He just never saw it.
Okay. And just a second question that's on a totally different topic. Does it have an impact beyond just adding a great pitcher like Snell to have more of a semblance of the rotation you were looking at to start the season when you have a Webb and a Snell and a Harrison, a Hicks and a Wynn?
Yeah, optically it looks better. And this is a guy that a lot of teams are targeting. We were lucky to get him. Obviously, when we got him, it was going to take a little while for him to get ready. But I think your team, feels those things too. We certainly did in spring training when we signed Chapman. We felt it in the offseason with Solar and certainly Lee and Hicks. And so they have effects on you that don't necessarily show up in the box scores a lot of times, but the confidence of the team gets better and is a higher confidence.
Do you feel like you guys are feeling the effects of this ballpark at all? I think you had 7 straight games with a home run on the road, and 3 runs yesterday.
Both teams. It's when you're playing the same game against a different team, it doesn't matter. It's moot.
Be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.